Said like reviews.
How to negotiate a job offer. Negotiating may also be referred to as a counteroffer. There are a variety of options to consider when negotiating a job offer. And I'd like to thank everyone for attending today's webinar. Please make sure all mics are on mute. Type any questions into the chat box. And please message us your email to receive a copy of your certificate of completion. And what we're learning today, here's some of the topics. We'll be going over tips and strategies on how to properly negotiate your job offer. And we'll also go over a sample counter offer letter and some strategies on how to email a counter offer. And make sure you're prepared for all phases of the job and hiring process. And just a brief introduction on myself. My name is Tim Fulton. I'm the president here at Unified Achievement Group. And my goal is to help firms improve retention, accelerate hiring, and provide a heightened candidate experience. The most rewarding part of the position is changing lives. And we are utilizing our platform to give back to our team members who are the backbone of our firm. And we want to make sure that those, that need the most help are getting the most help by ensuring we're giving you all the tools you need to develop your career. All righty, how to negotiate a job offer. After you have carefully looked over the job and you're interested in the position, but you feel, there's a few adjustments to the offer that could allow you to be more productive in the workplace, you should consider negotiating. All right. So as far as the first thing you want to do when you're considering negotiating is be prepared. Be prepared when you're going into negotiations. Be sure you know what you want to discuss prior to negotiations to ensure it is productive and effective. Avoid going into negotiation blindly. Instead, make a bulleted list of any reasonable and relevant changes you'd like to request that will allow you to be more productive in the workplace. Both you and the hiring manager should be open to coming to a productive solution. So keep in mind that you do have the option to negotiate. However, know when you should stop negotiating and either accept or reject the offer. Pushing too hard could cause the hiring manager to withdraw your job offer altogether. So keep that in mind as well. All right. You want to ensure you know your value. Best practice for negotiations is using true data, not emotion, to support your counter offer. Research how your performance, education, experience, and salary compares to your peers. This will allow you to better know your value and provide the data you need to make a strong case for why you should receive a better offer. Demonstrate to the hiring manager why you are the best match for the position, offering experience above and apart from the other candidates. It's okay to mention salary range for similar positions at other companies. That's okay. Hiring managers typically do not want to start the hiring process over again. Keep in mind, they selected you for a reason. So know your value. Number 3, you want to take your time. Don't make a quick decision. Carefully evaluate all aspects of the offer. The hiring manager put careful consideration into selecting you, and you should do the same when it comes to accepting the job offer. You don't want to immediately accept the offer, but instead email a thank you letter for the job offer and ask for the deadline you have to respond to that offer. Utilize that time frame to do your homework on the company and the job offer. Take your time. Don't hurry into it. I know we're in a fast-paced society, but things that are a priority, you need to make priority for them and take time. Take the time for this. Carefully consider it. Carefully read it. Get a deadline and stick to it. But above all, take your time. All right, number 4, you want to conduct market research. Conduct market research on your position to ensure your offer lines up with the current job market for that position. Think about what combination of salary and benefits would allow you to be most successful and productive at the workplace. Be sure to take into account the entire compensation package, not just the salary. Consider all aspects of the offer letter, including the time you would spend traveling, the work hours, as well as the company culture. Number 5, find out what's important to you. Situations can determine how you'll negotiate. If you've been out of work for a year, some things may not be as important to you as a candidate currently employed. If your main priority is to negotiate the salary, research salaries for your experience level and the job title in the area and determine what your absolute minimum will be. The same should be applied if you're looking at the work culture or if you feel the work culture or environment is most important to you. Use that same approach. If the employer comes back with a decision that meets your demands, communicate your gratitude and intent to accept the job offer. However, if they decline, politely thank them for considering your request and decide on whether you'll accept the job offer as is or reject it. But above all, find out what's most important to you. And that'll determine, what you need to stand on and what data you need to use to support your counter offer. So find out what's important to you. All right, number 6, don't push it. And I know you've heard me mention that a few times in this webinar, but don't be too pushy. Do not push it. Ask yourself, are you negotiating this job offer because you're truly deserving of the changes and they'll help you be successful? Or is it just for the sake of negotiating? Remember, you're negotiating to request changes that will allow you to be more productive and successful at the workplace. If you're comfortable with the offer, try not to push too hard just to get a little more here or there. It's not worth losing the job offer altogether. The best job negotiations end with both the employee and the employer satisfied with the resolution. All right, so number 7, and I'm sure the one you've all kind of been waiting for is how to submit your counter offer. So here you want to make sure when you're submitting your counter offer that you keep the counter offer letter clear, concise, and to the point. Provide a written response via email and format the letter with a header, introduction, body, and conclusion. Your email should include your full name in the subject line, along with the words job offer, the terms and conditions of employment, and you also want to make sure at the end that you thank them for the job opportunity. Keep in mind, a counter offer letter allows you to showcase your value while expressing your gratitude for being offered the position. So ensure that you're showcasing your worth, your value, because you know it. You're able to back it with data, and you also want to thank them for giving you the opportunity. Your letter should state clear reasons for the change, and it again should be backed up with any research that does have true data. Include any other competing job offers that you may have while highlighting your most desired skills. Highlight why they told you they want you. Ensure your suggestions or your changes that you're offering or asking are presented as requests as opposed to demands, because you don't want it to come across as a demand. No one likes to be bossed around, especially someone who's just been asked for a job and been offered a job, and now you're making demands. That's not how that typically works, and you'll find yourself going through an uphill battle once you start. So you don't want to do that, but just make it come across as a request. Remember, we want to be productive. And lastly, be sure to proofread your letter prior to sending it. Be sure to proofread it. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Okay. And here we provided a sample job counter offer letter. And this is what you want to email when you're negotiating. But at the top, you want to have the subject line, and you put your full name, Jack Johnson, and job offer. All right. Then again, we're going to do the sandwich method, where it's good business, good. So you're going to thank them. So thank you for your offer of the position of operations manager of the mortgage department for Mike Williams Mortgage Company. Then you're going to go into the business. And then the business can be just like it's presented here. I am hoping that we can discuss the possibility of adding a 5% commission to my base salary, as my 15-year leadership background in loan processing and mortgage operations will enable me to maximize loan closings. So letting them know with data, true data, that you're able to, increase their production, increase their bottom line. And then you thank them again at the end with the good. Thank you for your consideration. And then, of course, you're going to professionally leave your sign off with your full name, your email, and your phone number. All right. Be sure to follow this format. You can also view it on our Career Center blog on unifiedachievement.com. Go to our blog tab, and you can view this very blog. There's a write-up on it, an article, and we have a sample there as well. All right. So we definitely want to make sure you use this strategy to guide you on what to do when you would like to negotiate a job offer. Keep in mind, we're in a fast-paced workforce, so you may feel pressured to hurry and accept what appears to be a great opportunity. But trust the process to ensure you do make the right decision for your future. And don't forget to subscribe to our blog for more helpful hints to get an edge on the competition. If you're looking for an all-in-one source for your career advancement, look no further and subscribe to our content at unifiedachievement.com to gain unlimited access to our Career Center resource material. And again, thank you all for attending today's webinar.